Damn, you guys move fast. Okay. I just got a message from somebody asking me to elaborate on what I was talking about when it comes down to offended culture. When it comes down to the environment that I live in that I was talking about. I just got out of the shower. I just took a shower, I sat down, logged back in, and they want me to elaborate. So since I am the man of the people, I try to be. I do this for you guys. Let's do it. Let's dive in. Because I said in the last one I was going to do this in another video. Okay, I'll explain it. No problem. Thanks for the question or the comment. Thank you for that. The message. Wow, you guys get a double shot of me today. Feel sorry for you guys. Okay. Okay. It's hard to put feelings into words, but I always try. I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll give you an example. Actually, two examples. Two really good examples. As to why I'm offended to live in an offended culture. Where I'm old school, traditional. I try to just, stick to my own guns. The way I grew up. To be a gentleman. To be considerate of others. Here's a couple of good examples. We live in the world today where everybody gets offended. Everybody's heart melts. They all cry. They're like, oh, you shouldn't have said that. And it's not even anything that horrible. We live in that kind of environment. So I hope this answers your question / comment. More than happy to. Also, I'm trying to make it for last time. So, was it yesterday? Yesterday. Two good examples happened the same day. 2 weeks ago, actually. Let's start there. You guys don't know this, but I was almost hit by a car on foot. Almost. I slapped the car's hood, and I jumped 4 feet to make sure I didn't get hit by the car. It didn't hit my hip, my ribs. I turn around, and the driver says, oh, sorry, I didn't see you. This is like probably a woman in her 40s, I just got done saying that people tell me I look like I'm in my 40s. That's fine. I know what I said. I didn't tell you that. It's been bothering me since. It's been a rough couple of weeks. Yeah, I was almost hit by a car. Luckily, I had my gloves on. It's really cold outside. I'm walking to work. And, car, I don't know how she didn't see me, It was like the magical time of day. So, yeah, the sunlight was, just setting. The sun was just setting. But the sunlight was not directed towards her field of vision. She was driving by herself in this, I don't know, everybody's driving these Tacoma-looking SUV, Jeep fucking things. I don't know. Color blue. I remember the license plate, too. So, I'm walking. This is why I keep saying, and there's going to be another video for this, too. Watch out for pedestrians if you're in a vehicle. Just be considerate. She was gunning it. There was no traffic oncoming, so she was turning right into traffic kind of thing, onto the street. So I was right in the dead center of the hood, and I don't know, the way I'm trained, I'm trained in martial arts, obviously, but very quick. I mean, I might be old, but I'm still quick. I had my gloves on, because it was really cold out, and I slapped my hand as hard as I could on the hood, and catapulted myself up in the air, jumped about 4 feet. I didn't come off the ground too far. But that's when she stopped. Because when I slapped my hand on the vehicle, she was still going. I don't know how the hell you do not see me. I'm wearing a brown leather coat. I've got black pants on. It's the dead of day. It's just one example. Anyway, it's kind of a side note example, but you get it. This happened yesterday. These two things happened yesterday. Don't worry, I'm okay, by the way. I'm alright. Sorry. I'm good. I can take care of myself. Yesterday, the first example, I was taking a break from work, go to Tim Hortons, get my coffee. On the way back to work, it's just right across the street. There's these two people, it's hard to describe. Snowbanks, people have made little passageways over snowbanks, just shortcuts to get into the parking lot to where I work, which I'm not going to say where I work. And footholes, right? So they're hard to navigate. They're hard on foot. It's a snowbank, right? but there's a little footpath because people have trampled it down, that sort of thing. Hopefully that clarifies it, because I can't explain it better than that. Two people coming out of my works parking lot, so they're coming towards the crosswalk. I'm just about to, jump over it myself, but I let them go first. There was a guy who was about 6 feet tall, so he went over first and he was fine. And there was this girl, probably 20-ish, I want to say, having trouble trying to, because it's not it hasn't been trampled down. Like, it's not a clear path. It's more of like footholes, like you're stepping in other people's footholes that have been there. It's just the way it goes. And she's having trouble. So I extend my hand just to give her a hand, No malice, no creepiness. And she goes, "No, it's okay." I went, "Oh, you're good? Okay." Wow. I was trying to help her down because it's up about probably 3 feet from the sidewalk. The snowbank is where she was trying to step through. Having a hard time, and I offered to give her a hand. I'm a gentleman, Further proves my case. That's sort of what I'm talking about. Also, while I was walking up towards the building, about not even 2 minutes later, there's birthday parties going on that we cooked for and blah, blah, blah. And so I'm coming back in the building off a break with the coffee in my hand. And there's this woman about 40-something, almost 50. She was carrying a birthday cake, a really big one, with 2 hands trying to get out the door. I went to go open the door, and I opened the door, held it open, as you would. Looked at me, didn't even say thank you. Just kept on walking. Wow. So I just walked into work. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of culture that I feel, that's happening around me anyway. Just my perception. I mean, hopefully it's relative, because I try to be all relative when I'm doing these. The world's changed, man. It's shifted. I'm telling you. Nobody's considerate. Nobody uses manners. And if they do, it's kind of like, it sounds like it's forced. There's emptiness between people's eyes, or behind people's eyes, excuse me, and between, because it doesn't exist. In them anyway. Nobody has depth perception. I myself, just to kind of put a little button on it, my time perception's horrible. It really is. So I know that, though. Depth perception, obviously, almost getting hit by a car, and you could clearly see me. And still had her foot in the gas when I slapped, and still kept going. Does that make sense? She stopped, thankfully. Yeah, I turned back around and I looked at her. She goes, "Did I hit you?" No, I slapped you to prevent you from hitting me. And that, it just goes along with what I was saying earlier, especially that chick that was trying to get off the snowbank, and I'm going, "Oh no, here, I'll give you a hand." I didn't say anything, I just extended my hand. No, I said, "Here." She goes, "No, I'm good." Did I offend you? I don't know. Not saying thank you while I'm holding up a door, that's one thing. While you're carrying something, I was being considerate, because I do have consideration for my brethren, my brothers and sisters. But that's the world we live in. That's what I meant by that. And I was going to save this for another video, but I'll just say it now. So, you get 2 in 1 today, man. Fucking, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. I don't understand what happened. I don't understand where the shift happened. I don't understand the shift in mentality. What's influencing this shift? What's behind it? I'm still looking into it. I'm still trying to figure out morally how that's right. It's just, that's why I call it offended culture. Things have changed. Things have changed, and it sucks living in that. Especially if you know different, and if you were raised different like I was. And if you are raised different, you know exactly what I mean. It blows my fucking mind. I hope that helped. I hope that helped answer that. There's many, many more examples, but this would be a longer video. Let's not do that. I need to go chill. So, but yeah, if you guys have requests, I'll do my best. I always try. This makes me feel better, because Not only did I just take a really hot shower, which I feel great, but it makes me feel better that I can, at least get back to you on that because you wanted to hear my opinion. Closing, I will say this, it's not that I'm right, it's what's right. And I can't say that strongly enough, The right thing to do is the right thing to do. Doesn't matter your ego, doesn't matter your opinion, doesn't matter nothing. It's not about you. It's it. It's what it is. It is what it is. Something's not right. Something is not right. And I do a lot of studying on different out there fields, man. And I'm glad I do. Because at least I have some answers to a lot of questions I have. Maybe future video, further down the line, I'll expose what I study and what I look into. Maybe I'll provide some links or something. But for now, I think I'll just keep that to myself because, again, we live in an offended culture. You don't want to say something that just sparks negativity and heat. I have good intent. I try to be a good person, like I was saying, because that's what I am. I try to be good people, basically. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about that, you guys and dolls. That little 4 or 5 week break I took in there, it was about, I think, 3 weeks into that. So, yeah, I forgot to mention that, I'm sorry. Hopefully that answers that, and I'm more than happy to. It boggles my brain. It really, to the point where I get ragey, to the point where, the inner me, the inner child that we all have, I know it sounds cheesy, but it's actually true, makes the inner child angry, makes the inner you angry. Your conscience talks to you a little bit differently, saying stuff like, for example, that's not right, you can't, the same thing that stops you from doing shit is the same thing that people are doing to you, if that makes any sense. That's my 2 cents worth. I could dive further into that, but let's not. Just figured I'd tell you. Again, hopefully that answers your question. So, see you guys later. I'm gonna go chill now. But that was fast. Thanks. Thank you. See, people do watch, I'm not about views or likes or subscribes or subscriptions or nothing like that. It's just me. Plain and simple. So, take care of yourselves out there. I won't. No cliches, except for stupid me. Until we meet again. Everybody's favorite good guy, Ty. Out. Hopefully that helped. There. See ya. Love you guys. Bye.